Welcome to the Getting Started tutorial. AMDTREAT was developed by the Office of Surface Mining, Reclamation and Enforcement with the assistance from both Pennsylvania and West Virginia's Department of Environmental Protection and the United States Geological Survey. The AMDTREAT software has two objectives. One, provide the ability to develop site-specific cost estimates to treat mine drainage, and two, provide the ability to geochemically model mine drainage treatment. When combined, these two features allow users to optimize treatment outcomes while minimizing costs. AMDTREAT is a cost model, which means the users need to understand the assumptions and the assumed treatment configurations to determine whether the model can be applied to your project. AMDTREAT offers 4 tiers of help to assist users with better understanding the software. The first tier of help consists of a series of video tutorials that provide users with a guided overview of the layout, workflow, and functionality of the software. The tutorials provide users with examples of how to apply the model to a hypothetical treatment scenario. Representative modules were selected for the tutorials in hope that users can transfer the learned skill to other similar modules. The video tutorials are found on OSMRE's website. The second tier of help are the tooltips located at each of the subheadings in the modules. The tips are accessed by clicking the information icon. These provide the most basic information about the sections in the modules, including information like definitions of input and output variables. The third tier of help are the help files. They provide an in-depth review of the technology for each module, along with the descriptions of the calculations and assumptions used to determine a size and cost. Like the video tutorials, the help files are accessible on OSMRE's website. Lastly, the fourth tier of help is to email questions to OSMRE's AMDTREAT team at amdtreat@osmre.gov. amdtreat@osmre.gov. Please only use this option after reviewing the other 3 forms of help. In this tutorial, we will show you the general layout and workflow of the software. By the end of the tutorial, you will be able to locate and understand the major features of the software, understand how to develop a treatment project, understand how to build, modify, and suspend modules within a project, and finally, manipulate the net present value variables that affect the financial liability analysis. Let's start by reviewing the general layout of the software. Upon opening AMDTREAT, you are presented with the modeling dashboard. The dashboard consists of a list of treatment modules on the left, followed by 3 treatment layout columns, a suspend column, and a project modules column. The software version is displayed at the bottom left, along with the total costs and the land requirement for a given treatment project. At the top left of the screen are 4 dashboard menus: AMDTREAT, Tools, Net Present Value, and Site. We will begin by reviewing the menus. The AMDTREAT menu provides the ability to open, save, and print projects. Project files can be emailed and shared between users for review. The help feature directs you to help files on OSMRE's website. The Tools menu consists of a list of tools to help users in developing projects and evaluate water quality and quantity. Of particular interest is the Freak tool. Developed by the USGS, the Freak tool allows users to geochemically model the treatment of mine drainage. This allows users to understand how key variables such as retention time, pH, and concentration affect treatment size and performance, and provides users with the ability to optimize treatment design. See the Freak tutorial for more information. The Net Present Value menu is where users specify the input values used in each of the treatment modules to calculate long-term treatment liability. This powerful feature allows users to determine liability by calculating the financial investment required to pay for future treatment costs. This tool is not only useful for understanding the long-term financial commitment, but is also useful to compare the true cost of treatment using different technologies. Lastly, the Site menu is where users can enter a site description for a given project. Now let's turn our attention to the dashboard. The treatment modules on the left are arranged and color-coded into 5 categories. The passive treatment modules represent treatment technologies that lack the use of power or continuous addition of chemical to achieve treatment. Passive treatment systems are impoundments layered with treatment media like compost, limestone, or wetland plants, and designed to manipulate geochemistry to provide treatment. Note all passive treatment modules are orange colored and use the layered block icon to signify the physical layers of the system. The active treatment modules represent treatment technologies that continuously dose mine drainage with a chemical to achieve treatment. Caustic soda, lime products, lime slurry, and soda ash are caustic chemicals used to increase pH, while hydrogen peroxide and permanganate are oxidants designed to adjust the redox potential of the water. The polymer module offers polymer flocculants to promote aggregation and particle settling. The active treatment modules are red and use the chemical beaker as an icon. The ancillary treatment modules represent common components in treatment projects that are not designed to adjust the pH or EH of the water. Instead, these modules represent equipment used in conjunction with active and passive modules to achieve a treatment goal. These modules are green, and each module contains its own unique icon. Unlike the passive, active, and ancillary treatment modules, the project modules do not represent individual treatment components, but rather are items related to a treatment project. Sampling, site development, and labor are typically done at the project level. Likewise, the payout schedule and PA bond trust tool are used to model financial requirements for an entire treatment project. Lastly, the placeholder module is a functionless module used to produce a visual layout of a planned or existing treatment system that contains treatment components arranged in parallel. The dashboard workspace is organized into 3 treatment layout columns and a suspend and project column. The treatment layout columns are used to drag and drop any of the 18 passive, active, or ancillary modules to build a treatment train. A treatment train is an assemblage of individual treatment components arranged to achieve a treatment goal. To create a treatment train, simply drag a treatment module over to any of the 3 treatment layout columns. To remove a module from the workspace, right-click and select Remove. We will illustrate how to develop a visual representation of a treatment train with components arranged in parallel. We will assume a scenario where a ditch conveys mine water to 2 vertical flow ponds arranged in parallel. We will start by dragging the conveyance ditch module to the middle column. Then drag the placeholder icon to the top of the first and third columns. Then drag the vertical flow pond module under the 2 placeholder icons to depict a ditch conveying mine drainage to 2 vertical flow ponds arranged in parallel. Notice a capital, annual, and net present value is automatically calculated and shown on each of the modules. Moreover, notice that the total capital cost for the project is displayed at the bottom of the dashboard and is $165,000. Treatment costs are automatically generated based on default values stored in each module. Double-clicking the icon opens the modules, and users replace the default values with site-specific information to generate a more accurate cost estimate. See the passive and active treatment tutorials for how to generate a site-specific cost estimate. Now assume you no longer want to consider 2 vertical flow ponds in parallel and only consider a conveyance ditch and a vertical flow pond in series. If you remove or delete the other vertical flow pond, all site-specific and customized selection made within the module would be erased. Therefore, let's suspend the module by dragging it to the suspend column. Now notice the total project cost was reduced from $165,000 to $89,000. If we drag the module back over, the capital cost returns to $165,000. This feature allows you to suspend or analyze different treatment configurations without losing customizations made in each module. Lastly, assume we want to consider the labor costs for the entire treatment project. For the purposes of this tutorial, we will not open the labor module and customize the assumptions, but rather accept the default values. The labor module is a project module, meaning it does not estimate the cost of an individual treatment component, but rather is a project-wide cost that estimates the labor required to operate and maintain the entire treatment system. Dragging the module to the project module workspace generates an annual cost of $21,000 and a net present value of approximately $693,000. The bottom of the dashboard shows a total project net present value cost of approximately $965,000. Opening the net present value menu shows a term of analysis of 75 years, an inflation rate of 5%, and a net rate of return of 8%. What this means is that $965,000 needs to be invested now and earn a rate of return of 8% to generate enough money to cover the project's annual cost of $165,000 for the next 75 years. Changing the term of analysis to 20 years reduces the required investment from approximately $965,000 to approximately $474,000. Lowering the inflation rate from 5 to 3% lowers the required investment to approximately $396,000. In this case, $396,000 is the investment requirement to generate the annual income of approximately $165,000 to cover the cost of treating for the next 20 years. This topic will be further discussed in the financial analysis tutorial. That ends the Getting Started tutorial. Please see the other tutorials for additional information on AMDTREAT. Thank you.